Hi, Steve Clifford from Sheehy Toyota of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Visit us at sheehytoyotafredericksburg.com. Today, I'm going to try and tackle a fairly big topic, and this topic is going to cover a lot of different frustrations that people have with connectivity in their new cars. Now, I'm going to do this with regard to Toyota, but everything that I'm going to go over here really equally is going to apply to just about all different car manufacturers nowadays. They all have basically the same systems. And these frustrations are about different ways that you connect your phone, different ways that you get data in and out of the car, and different things like that. And one of the biggest problems that I find in all of this is understanding some definitions and some terms, because what one person says might be interpreted as something completely different. So I'm going to have to break this down, and I'm going to try and make it as simple as I can. I might oversimplify some things, but I think it's important that we at least have a grasp on some terms and definitions. First thing that I need to address is the term Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not the internet. It's not. I hear people say, well, I'm on Wi-Fi. And when they say that, they're trying to indicate that they're on the internet. But there's a distinction there. The internet is an interconnected series of computers that talk to each other, that provide you videos of kittens. It provides you with maps and music and videos and all the content that you see. Those computers are known as the cloud. Well, how do you connect to the cloud? Well, there's three different ways that you can connect to it. Wi-Fi is one of them, but there's two others. So what Wi-Fi is, though, is a road. It's a connection point between two devices. So the device is going to be your phone or something else, and connecting that device to the internet. The other connection methods are cable. So in your house or your office, you might have a cable that comes from a router, and that router is connected to, Verizon or Fios or Cox Cable or something like that, or Starlink. That's connected to the internet, and then a cable attaches the internet to your computer. That's one method. The other method is what's called the LTE network, cellular data. Cell phone towers put up by AT&T, Verizon, and others, they have internet too. They're connected to the internet, and they transmit out data via what's called the LTE network, either 4G or 5G, and as we go on, there's going to be different protocols for that. But that's not Wi-Fi. It's a different connection method, and you're going to see in a few minutes here why this is important. So Wi-Fi is simply taking data that comes from somewhere else and transmitting it to your phone. All right, let's start off talking about something called Wi-Fi Connect. Now, this is a Toyota thing, but other manufacturers have different methods of doing this. And it is what's up here. This up here, you've got a little SOS button, but behind that SOS button is essentially a cell phone. There's a device up here that connects to the internet. It connects to the internet via the LTE network, a 4G LTE network. And in this case, it is through AT&T. There's an AT&T SIM card built into this whole thing. Oh, I keep doing that. It brings data into the car, and then if you have a subscription, you can access that data. Why would you do that? Your phone already has data, and it's coming from the same LTE network as this thing, so why would you pay for that? A couple reasons. Number one is if you are taking a trip with kids and you have kids that all want to connect to the internet, you can set up a Wi-Fi connection and you don't have to use your phone as a hotspot. So that's one reason. The other reason is this car, this Toyota, has the ability to select music sources of Amazon Music and Apple Music. Well, people associate that with your phone. You don't have to have your phone in the car. If you have the Wi-Fi Connect, you can put in your password into the audio system itself, and once you do that, it's going to take the streaming data from the LTE network, and stream it into here so you can listen to it and access it. You don't have to have your phone with you. So that's why the Wi-Fi Connect system even exists. Okay, so that's the first type of Wi-Fi connection. Now let's talk about Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm just going to use the term Apple CarPlay, but whenever I do, please understand it is exactly the same with Android Auto. So your phone has the ability to have one Wi-Fi connection at a time, just one. And this is where we end up with some weird little confusion here, because when you get into your car and you tell it, I want to connect to Apple CarPlay, and you set up, this is a Bluetooth connection. Well, the initial connection is by Bluetooth. However, Bluetooth can't handle that much data. It can handle voice, it can handle text, it can handle a little bit of music, but that's about it. It can't handle all of the data requirements, particularly for moving maps. So in the background, your phone establishes a Wi-Fi connection. That Wi-Fi connection can handle a lot more data, and now it's going to stream data between your phone and your car. The internet, though, has to come into your phone some other method. It's coming in not via Wi-Fi, it's coming in via the LTE system. You have to have cellular data in order for Apple CarPlay to work. So understand, one Wi-Fi connection, one at a time, that's the only way. Now, if you are sitting in your driveway, you walk out to your car and you start up your car, and your phone was connected to your house Wi-Fi. Your house has Wi-Fi. Your phone biases towards looking for a Wi-Fi connection because it's cheaper and more efficient to use than cellular data. But now you've started your car. Now your car says, hey, I want to make a connection for Apple CarPlay. Your phone should say, okay, well, I'm going to disconnect from the house Wi-Fi and I'm going to connect to the Wi-Fi connection here and start using cellular data. That's how it's supposed to work. Now, I've seen a lot of people complain about the fact that a lot of cars don't automatically connect their Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and they have to manually go in and do that. And I think the reason for that is your phone doesn't want to give up that Wi-Fi connection. That Wi-Fi connection that it's had is a preferred connection method to the internet. It doesn't want to switch over to LTE, so it holds on to that until you manually tell it, yeah, connect to Apple CarPlay. That means it has to establish that new Wi-Fi connection and start using LTE data on the phone. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, that's my hypothesis on why these things aren't connecting immediately all the time, and I think it has to do with that Wi-Fi connection. All right, last thing I want to talk about with regard to Wi-Fi are dash cams. Dash cams all work the same way. I have a dash cam in this car. This is the Toyota dash cam. Let's see if I can get the backlighting right on this. But they all work basically the same way. They're always recording. Every time the ignition is on, it's recording. Some cars record even when the ignition is off. You don't have to be connected to it. There's no reason to be connected to that. It's recording that to an SD card, a little physical device that is up here behind this little door here. I can pop that open and access an SD card. It's constantly recording. If I need to go review the footage, let's say I saw a weird animal beside this road, and when I get home I want to say, hey, what was that? I can pop out that SD card, I can take it in my computer, search through the files, find the video, download that specific video I want, and then I've got the video, put the card back in. An easier way to do it is to establish a Wi-Fi connection between my phone and that device. Well, remember, we can only have one Wi-Fi connection at a time. I've got to turn off all the other Wi-Fi sources and make that my dedicated connection. When I do that, I'm going to get this little pop-up on my phone that says, hey, this Wi-Fi connection has no internet. Well, I'm not looking for internet. I'm not looking for maps. I'm not looking for videos of kittens. I just want to get the data off of that SD card. So now I make that connection, I find the file that I want, I download it to my phone, and I end the connection. Then I go back about my business, let my phone connect to whatever Wi-Fi system I want to have it connect to. So I hope that this helps demystify this issue of, internet versus Wi-Fi, LTE. You've got to understand these terms, and hopefully once you understand all of that, it's going to reduce some of the frustrations that you have with some of the technology that's in the car. It's going to let you use the technology better because you understand the terminology of it better. Hope this has helped and didn't open a complete can of worms where I'm going to be making 4 or 5 new videos to answer all the questions that'll pop up, but that's fine. Go ahead and ask the questions and I'll do my best to answer them. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It does help me, and I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching.